My friends are like, what's wrong with him? Why is the teacher working with him? We don't want to work with him, but he's got to work with the teacher. That's what dyslexia is. Dyslexia is when it's time for a test, everybody's like, okay, get out your Scantrons. And I don't get given a Scantron. Why? My teacher's got it. Why? Because I've got to get up in front of my whole class and do what feels like the walk of shame out of the classroom to go learn somewhere else. And then at the end of class, we walk in, and everybody's like, and I did my test, everybody's like, well, what's wrong with him? Why is he leaving class? That's what dyslexia is to me. It's not about a definition. It's not about what it says in the dictionary. This is what it feels like to live with it, to go through it. It's about, ooh, if I make my classmates laugh and dive over a desk and make some stupid joke, they'll forget I'm the stupid kid. They'll forget it. That's what it is. That's what it's like to live with it. That's what it's like to go through school with it. Dyslexia is, imagine having one escape. I have one escape, and that's wrestling. I got to wrestle here from 7th to 12th. I'm so grateful for it. And I got pulled aside. My teacher's like, my counselor, Ms. Cummins, if you're in the audience, hello. Dylan, if you don't get these 40s and 50s up, dude, you can't wrestle anymore. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm coming in before class. I'm skipping my lunch to figure out something with a teacher. I'm staying after. I'm working with a tutor, and then I'm bringing back what I don't understand with my tutor to my poor parents at 9 p.m. And I still don't get it. And those notes that I couldn't read and you couldn't read, I gotta study those. I gotta study those for a test. Okay, we'll try. I think that's an A. And now I got to go, okay, here's my graded notes. All right, Dylan, take the test. Boom, another 40. I remember. So I have 4 siblings. All honor roll students, 80s, 90s, high achievers, very academically intelligent. I came in the house one day in 9th grade, and we still didn't know it was dyslexia yet. And my dad's yelling at my sister about an 80. Oh, shit. An 80? It's not about an 80? I'm like, Dad, here's this 37. But what he taught me was, there's so many different types of intelligence. It's not just academic. A grade is not who you are. A grade is not what you're worth. A grade is not what you're capable of. Humbly, if I can show you, this is the example. I had 40s. But why, when I was called, I was so thrown off, I was called down to the office in 10th grade by Miss Colebrook, if you're in here. And she's like, Dylan, you won signature student. You have the right Dylan? I won signature student? How? I don't know if you saw my grades, Miss Colbert. I got a 40 and a 37 on my last test. And she said, Dylan, you worked harder than all the other students. And you came in every day. Every day. My dad asked me, Dylan, when I was officially diagnosed by a professional, she said, your son's got dyslexia in 10th grade, take him off the meds. He said, I remember in the car, and I said, Dad, I'm so sorry. And he's like, sorry? I'm puzzled, Dylan. How'd you do it? And I was like, how'd I do what? What is he asking me? How'd I do what? He goes, Dylan, we're in 10th grade. You're telling me you didn't know how many letters are in the alphabet. You didn't know how to read. You're getting 40s and 37s, and you're still able to be in 10th grade this second? And the only thing you failed was algebra? Sorry, Miss Kondelko. I mean, maybe I did it on purpose because I loved your class. He said, why did you go into class every day, knowing you were going to get made fun of, knowing you were going to get pulled out of class, knowing you didn't know how to read, knowing you were going to work till 9 p.m. to get that 40? I said, Dad, you know why? Because sixth period, I learned this. That was one win.